I invite you, day by day, to participate in this renewal. There is no part of your story too small or too scarred for me to redeem. My Son did not come only for the triumphant or the strong. He shared bread with the weary and offered rest to those who labored in vain. Take my yoke upon you. It is easy, and you will find rest for your soul. I understand how the world weighs heavily. The needs that surround you, the suffering you witness, sometimes cause your heart to tighten or close in self-defense. Yet as you remain open to my Spirit, I supply you with compassion that does not run dry. You do not draw solely from your own strength. When you wonder how to persevere in doing good, how to forgive as many times as required, know that I, myself, uphold you. I pour my life into your spirit, enabling you to love when love feels impossible.
The love that has been pursuing you, preparing you, and positioning you is now breaking every chain that has held you back. Receive this freedom with gratitude. Embrace this liberty with joy. Walk in this deliverance with confidence. Your chains are broken. Your freedom is real. Your future is bright. My love for you is stronger than every chain that has ever bound you, more powerful than every stronghold that has ever limited you, more enduring than every obstacle that has ever stood in your way. This love will continue to work in your life. Continue to break down barriers. Continue to open doors. Continue to make ways where there seem to be no ways. You are beloved. You are treasured. You are precious to me. Your freedom matters to me. Your happiness concerns me. Your success delights me. I am not finished with what I am doing in your life. What you see today is only the beginning of what I have planned for you. The chains that are breaking now are just the first of many bondages I will destroy. The freedom you are experiencing today is just a taste of the liberty I will continue to release. Trust the process, embrace the journey, enjoy the transformation. Your life is changing, your story is being rewritten, your destiny is being fulfilled. The love that is breaking your chains will never stop working, never stop healing, never stop blessing, never stop transforming your life into something beautiful, something powerful, something that brings glory to my name and joy to your heart. You are free, my child. You are loved, my precious one. You are valued, my treasured possession. Walk in the reality of who you are in me. Live in the truth of what I have done for you. Operate in the power of what I have given you. Your chains are broken. Your freedom is secure. Your future is guaranteed. Nothing will ever be able to separate you from my love again. Amen. That's why certain things could not stay, and certain people could not go. The next phase of your life requires a lighter spirit, a sharper focus, and a deeper trust. I am teaching you how to operate from overflow, not from emptiness. You no longer have to pour from exhaustion. I am filling you daily with wisdom, creativity, and peace, so that what you share flows from abundance, not survival. You will no longer chase validation or approval, because you will finally see that your worth was never up for debate. You are chosen, appointed, and equipped, not by circumstance, but by covenant. Every moment of struggle has deposited something eternal inside you: patience, resilience, and discernment. What once broke you now builds you. The things that once frightened you now fuel you. You have outgrown fear. You are learning to interpret resistance as a sign that you are moving in the right direction. The enemy does not fight the past. He fights potential. That is why the warfare was so intense, because your destiny is weighty. But you endured, and endurance has given you spiritual authority. I am also upgrading your vision. You are no longer going to see life from a ground-level view. I am lifting you higher so you can see the patterns, not just the problems, the connections, not just the chaos. You will begin to understand why certain relationships ended, why certain opportunities closed, why some prayers were delayed. You will look back and say, "Now I see. You were protecting me from what I couldn't yet perceive." You will begin to move with wisdom beyond your years. When I give you instruction, follow it without hesitation. Do not second-guess what you sense. My spirit is your compass, and it will always lead you toward peace. Sometimes the next step will look small, but small steps taken in faith lead to supernatural acceleration. Obedience in the present creates momentum for the future. In this new rhythm, you will not have to strive for clarity. Clarity will come naturally as you walk in alignment. Confusion will lose its grip because light and chaos cannot coexist. The more you trust, the clearer everything becomes. Worry fogs your vision. Worship sharpens it. Whenever you feel uncertainty rising, return to stillness. My voice is clearest in calm. You are entering a season of fulfillment not because everything around you is perfect, but because you are finally aligned internally. True fulfillment is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of purpose. It is the practice of including me in your thoughts, talking to me about what you are experiencing, listening for my voice in the midst of activity, acknowledging my presence in every situation. The concept of stewardship governs how you manage everything I have entrusted to you. You are not an owner but a manager, not a possessor, but a steward of resources, relationships, opportunities, and gifts that ultimately belong to me. This perspective changes everything about how you approach life. When you see yourself as a steward rather than an owner, you hold things with an open hand rather than a clenched fist. You invest resources for kingdom purposes rather than hoarding them for personal security. You develop your gifts to serve others rather than to promote yourself. You nurture relationships for mutual benefit rather than for selfish gain. You seize opportunities to advance my purposes rather than to build your own empire. Stewardship applies to your finances, your time, your talents, your influence, your body, your family, your possessions, everything you have and everything you are. You will give an account for how you stewarded what I entrusted to you. This is not meant to produce fear, but to inspire faithfulness. I have given you resources not to consume on your own desires, but to invest in ways that produce eternal dividends. I have given you time not to waste on meaningless pursuits, but to redeem for purposeful activity. I have given you talents not to bury in the ground, but to multiply for kingdom impact. I have given you influence not to manipulate for personal benefit, but to leverage for positive change. Good stewards are faithful with little before being trusted with much. They are reliable in small responsibilities before being given larger ones. They prove trustworthy in earthly matters before being entrusted with true riches. If you have been unfaithful in handling worldly wealth, who will trust you with true riches? I will come personally. I will show up in ways you can't deny. I will manifest my presence so clearly that your doubts crumble. And before your very eyes, through circumstances and provision and healing and miracles and peace and joy and encounters you can't explain, I myself will reveal to you that I love you so much, that I will do the impossible to convince you that my love is real, not imaginary, sincere, not manipulative, genuine, not performative, indestructible, not fragile. That's what I'll do. That's my commitment to you. So wait for me. Don't give up. Don't walk away. Don't close your heart. I am coming. I am here. I am working. I love you. I myself will come and prove it to you in ways that leave no room for doubt. It's no coincidence that you're hearing this, and you know it well. Something in you recognizes this as more than random chance. Your mind, burdened by so many afflictions, weighed down by so many worries, crushed under so many fears, is crying out for my help. Even if you haven't formed the words, even if you don't know how to pray anymore, even if you feel too tired to ask, your spirit is crying out, and I hear it. You need me in your life, not as an idea, not as a concept, not as a distant deity you think about once a week, but as a present reality, as a constant companion, as a living presence who walks with you through every moment. You long for healing for your heart, those wounds that never quite close, those scars that ache when the spiritual weather changes, those broken places that you've learned to protect and guard and hide from everyone. You long for my presence to flood your soul and your entire being, to fill every empty place, to reach every dark corner, to touch every wounded area. You want your chest to overflow with joy instead of constantly feeling constricted by anxiety. You want sadness to finally go away once and for all instead of just temporarily retreating before returning with reinforcements. You want to forget the anguish that strikes you day after day, that familiar pain that has become almost comfortable in its consistency. The wound of being unseen by people who were supposed to see you is real. I do not minimize that wound. The impact of being undervalued by the people whose opinion forms the earliest landscape of your self-understanding is deep and lasting. The ache of wanting recognition and having it withheld leaves a mark. I see that mark. The weight you carry from those relationships and those seasons is not invisible to me. I perceive every detail of what you have carried, and I want to say to the place in you that received those messages and has been living by them, those people did not have the authority to determine your value. Their assessment of you was not and is not the final word. The final word belongs to me. And my final word is that you are infinitely precious. The invitation today is to let my word carry more weight than theirs, to let the truth of what I say about you gradually, persistently, over time, and through repeated encounter, supersede the conclusions you drew from the way they treated you. This is not a quick fix. Old wounds do not dissolve from a single application of truth, no matter how clearly spoken. But the truth does work. When you keep returning to it, when you keep choosing it over the old distorted story, when you keep laying down the version of yourself that was defined by other people's limitations and picking up the version that I have always known you to be, the healing happens. Gradually and sometimes with setbacks, and sometimes more slowly than you would like, but genuinely. The root is changing. The foundation is being reinforced. And a foundation that is reinforced can hold what is built upon it, even in the storms that are still coming. There is another dimension of this conversation that needs to be spoken, the dimension that addresses not just the abstract truth of your worth, but the very concrete lived experience of trying to act from that worth when the wound is still tender. Because knowing something intellectually and living from it are two different things. You can have the truth about your value as a concept in your mind, and still make decisions that betray that you have not yet received it in the deep places where decisions are actually made. The gap between knowing and living is real, and it is one of the most frustrating gaps a person can experience, because you are trying to do the right thing, and you know what the right thing is, and somehow the old pattern keeps showing up anyway. That gap does not mean you are failing. It means you are human, and that the work of transformation goes deep. I did not judge your depleted performance against the standard of your full capacity potential. I judged it against the standard of my grace, which says that my love covers abundantly, and my mercy is fresh and available every single time you need to draw from it. The relationships that were strained or damaged during this period, I am able to restore. The opportunities that went unclaimed, I am able to replace with equivalents, or better. The words spoken in exhausted frustration, I am able to heal the wounds they created. The failures that replay in your memory on a merciless loop, I am able to extract the lessons they contain and dissolve the shame they generate. Nothing in my economy is wasted. Nothing is permanently beyond repair. Nothing is so thoroughly broken that my hands cannot reassemble it into something functional and even beautiful. The words spoken in frustration that wounded someone you love, I saw the remorse that hit you the moment the words left your mouth. I saw the way you wished you could reach into the air and pull them back. I saw how many times you replayed that moment in your mind, each replay accompanied by a fresh wave of shame. I do not want you carrying those replays anymore. The person was wounded, yes, but wounds heal, especially when the person who caused them is being renewed into someone who will not cause them again, which is exactly what is happening in you. So release the guilt, consciously, deliberately. Open your clenched fists and let the heavy stones of self-condemnation drop to the ground one by one. The stone of missed opportunities, the stone of harsh words, the stone of broken commitments, the stone of failed expectations, the stone of not being enough when the people you love needed you to be more than enough. He produces spiritual fruit, developing within you the character qualities that reflect the nature of Christ: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. He fills you with power for witness, enabling you to testify about Jesus with boldness and effectiveness. He seals you as God's possession, marking you as belonging to God and guaranteeing your inheritance. He guides you, leading you in the paths of righteousness and directing your steps according to God's perfect plan. You are feeling how these words give you a strength you have never had. You will feel as if you were an eagle. You will fly very high to the level of my majestic glory. From here you can see the new blessings I will soon give you. You know I do not lie and that I love you. I have come to help you always when you have needed me, and here I am now, ready to lift you up, to heal you, and to help you recover all the time, all the love, all the blessings that belong to you but that the enemy wanted to steal from you. This season means for you victory, happiness, and provision. Start it with this encouragement and this faith you receive today. Listen to this message every day. I am writing it on your soul. Share it with the people you love. Open your heart to receive and feel this joy of knowing that your Heavenly Father is with you, and that in this season a great blessing is waiting for you. Tell me now that you believe it. Write in the comments your prayer request, because every word you deliver to me brings a response of blessing and restoration to your life. I will pour so many blessings on your life that you will cry, but with joy. However, authority must be exercised to be effective. You cannot sit passively waiting for me to do everything while the enemy ravages your life. You must rise up, take your position as my child, speak my word with confidence, and command the enemy to leave. This is not presumption when done in faith and in submission to my Spirit's leading. This is simply taking your rightful place as my child and enforcing the victory already won at the cross. Authority operates in every area of life. You have authority over sickness and disease. You have authority over poverty and lack. You have authority over fear and anxiety. You have authority over confusion and darkness. You have authority over every circumstance that contradicts my word and my promises. The understanding of rest is crucial for maintaining spiritual vitality and avoiding the burnout that plagues so many believers. Rest is not laziness or irresponsibility. Rest is a spiritual discipline, a recognition that you are human and limited, an acknowledgement that you need regular renewal of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual energy. I created the Sabbath principle not because I needed a day off, but because you need regular rhythms of rest built into your life. Rest demonstrates trust in my sovereignty. When you rest, you are declaring that the world does not depend on your constant activity, that I am capable of accomplishing my purposes even when you are not working, that your value is not determined by your productivity. Rest creates space for you to be, rather than constantly do, to simply enjoy my presence without agenda or activity. Many of my children are exhausted not from doing wrong things, but from doing too many good things. I am redeeming them. I am working through them to accomplish something beautiful in you and through you. Trust me in this. Believe me in this. Know that I am working even when you cannot see it, even when you cannot feel it, even when it makes no sense to you. My ways are higher than your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What looks like a dead end to you is an opportunity for me to show my power. What looks like a defeat to you is a setup for me to demonstrate my victory. What looks like a loss to you is preparation for me to give you something greater. I am always working. I am always moving. I am always accomplishing my purposes. And my purpose is always good because my nature is love. Everything I do flows from love. Everything I allow flows from love. Everything I orchestrate flows from love. I am not punishing you. I am not testing to see if you will break. I am not playing games with your life. I am loving you in the most profound, strategic, effective way possible. I am loving you with an eternal perspective. I am loving you with infinite wisdom. I am loving you with unlimited power. And I am loving you with a specific goal in mind. I am making you like my Son, Jesus. I am conforming you to His image. I am transforming you from one degree of glory to another. I am working in you what is pleasing in my sight. I am completing the good work I began in you. This is my commitment to you. I will not give up on you. I will not abandon the work I have started in your life. I will not leave you half finished. I will not walk away when things get difficult. I am committed to your transformation. I am creating space for healing. I am arranging circumstances that will bring both of you to places of humility and openness. I am allowing things that will break down the walls that have been built between you. I am orchestrating moments when hearts will be tender and ready to hear what they have not been able to hear before. This is happening. It may not be on your timeline, it may not look the way you expected, but I am moving toward restoration because that is my heart. I hate division. I hate broken relationships. I hate the pain you are both carrying, and I am committed to healing it if you will both let me. Do not give up on the relationship you are thinking of right now. I have not given up on it. Do not stop praying for this person. Do not stop believing that restoration is possible. Do not let bitterness take root in your heart because you think nothing is ever going to change. Keep your heart soft. Keep forgiving, even when you have to do it daily because the pain keeps resurfacing. Keep loving them from a distance if that is what is required for this season. Keep trusting me to do what only I can do in their heart and in yours. And be ready. Because when the time is right, when both hearts are prepared, I'm going to bring a moment of reconciliation that will be worth every tear you cried waiting for it. I see the children you are worried about, the ones who have walked away from everything you taught them, who are making choices that break your heart, who seem determined to learn everything the hard way. You have prayed for them until you have no more words to pray. You have wept for them until you feel empty of tears. You have tried to guide them, to protect them, to steer them back on track, but they will not listen. They push you away. They reject your wisdom. Raise your hands. Let your joy overflow. Express your gladness. Share your testimony. Tell everyone what I have done for you. Because this is worth celebrating. This is worth rejoicing over. This is worth making some noise about. Your breakthrough is real. Your blessing is legitimate. Your victory is authentic. And the God who loves you more than you can comprehend is celebrating right along with you. The time to celebrate has arrived. And it is not just a brief moment. It is a season. It is an era. It is a new chapter in your life where joy is the dominant theme, and blessing is the consistent experience, and victory is the regular occurrence. Welcome to your season of celebration. Welcome to your time of joy. Welcome to your era of breakthrough. Everything you have been through has led to this moment. Every tear you have cried has prepared you for this joy. Every battle you have fought has positioned you for this victory. And now you are here. You made it. You overcame. You conquered. And it is time to celebrate. I want you to understand the significance of what I am declaring over you right now. This is not motivational speech. This is not positive thinking. This is not self-help philosophy dressed up in spiritual language. This is a declaration from the throne room of heaven about what is happening in your life in this very moment. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The spiritual climate over your life is changing. The season you are entering is fundamentally different from the season you are leaving behind. And the difference is not subtle. It is not minor. It is dramatic and undeniable and life-altering. For so long you have lived with a weight on your shoulders that never seemed to lift. You carried burdens that were too heavy for you to bear alone, but you did not know how to put them down. You walked through days that felt gray and colorless, even when the sun was shining. You went through the motions of living while feeling like something essential was missing from your life. You smiled when you were supposed to smile and said you were fine when people asked how you were doing. But inside, you were struggling with a sadness that seemed to have no endpoint. You wondered if this was just how life was going to be from now on. You questioned whether joy was something other people got to experience, but somehow remained out of reach for you. But I am telling you that the sadness is over. You are realizing that greatness is not measured by how high you climb, but by how many you lift as you rise. I am making you a carrier of wisdom, someone who others turn to for guidance, comfort, and truth. Your words will carry weight because they come from experience forged in my presence. The next chapter will bring expansion in every dimension, spiritually, creatively, relationally, and financially. But remember, expansion without grounding leads to collapse. That is why I built your foundation first. The humility you learned in hidden seasons will now sustain you in visible ones. You will carry peace in places where others carry pride. You will walk through open doors without losing your soul to applause. You will remain centered, not because the world is quiet, but because you have learned to be still. You will begin to sense divine patterns unfolding in your life. What once felt like isolated experiences will suddenly connect like constellations. You will see how I used every closed door as redirection, every delay as preparation, every pain as propulsion. Nothing was wasted. The storms you survived were never meant to destroy you. They were designed to reveal what could not be shaken. Now, that strength is your anchor. The people I am bringing into your path will not compete with your light. They will complement it. You are entering divine partnerships that multiply purpose. These are destiny connections, people who see you, not for what you can do for them, but for what we can build together. They will carry the same spiritual DNA: excellence, faith, honor, integrity. These alliances are not random. They are fulfillment of prophecy. Together, I am honoring that trust. I am blessing that decision you made to keep believing in me no matter what. Your patience has been rewarded. Patience is one of the most difficult things I ask of my children. In a world that values speed and instant gratification and immediate results, waiting feels like punishment. It feels like nothing is happening. It feels like you are being left behind while everyone else is moving forward. But my timing is perfect. My delays are not denials. My waiting periods are not wasted periods. When I ask you to wait, it is because I am preparing something for you that is worth waiting for. It is because I am developing something in you that can only be developed through the process of waiting. It is because I am orchestrating circumstances and aligning situations and moving pieces into place that need to be in position before you can step into what I have for you. And you waited. You did not give up. You did not abandon the promise because it did not manifest according to your preferred timeline. You did not decide that I had forgotten about you, or abandoned you, or changed my mind about blessing you. You kept waiting. You kept trusting. You kept believing that I would do what I said I would do, even when the waiting stretched longer than you thought you could endure. And now the waiting is over. The season of anticipation is giving way to the season of manifestation. What you have been waiting for is arriving. What you have been hoping for is happening. What you have been believing for is becoming your reality. This is the moment when everything changes. This is the turning point when the trajectory of your life shifts in a dramatic way. This is when the story that has been written in tears and written in pain and written in struggle transitions into a story written in joy and written in blessing and written in victory. And you are going to look back on this moment years from now and recognize it as the moment when everything turned around. This is your before and after moment. This is your dividing line between what was and what is going to be. So do not minimize what is happening. Do not downplay the significance of this shift. Do not treat it as a small thing that barely deserves acknowledgement. This is major. This is monumental. This is worth celebrating with everything in you. The promises I made to you are being fulfilled. Not partially, not halfway, not in some watered-down version that leaves you still wanting more. Fully, completely. Let them all fall. Feel the immediate lightness as that accumulated weight transfers from your shoulders to mine, where it weighs nothing because my shoulders were built to carry what yours were never designed to bear. You were never meant to carry condemnation. That was never part of my design for your life. Guilt served its purpose when it pointed you toward repentance. But once repentance has occurred, guilt has no further function. Keeping it is like carrying an empty suitcase through an airport after you have already unpacked. It serves no purpose. It only slows you down. And I need you moving freely and lightly into what comes next. This brings me to an important truth about the trajectory of your renewal. What I am doing in you is not merely restorative, it is preparatory. There are specific assignments ahead of you that are going to require the full measure of everything I am building into your character and your capacity during this season. There are individuals who need what you and only you can offer them, based on your unique combination of gifting, experience, suffering, and now renewal. There are situations that are going to require someone with exactly your profile. Someone who knows weakness intimately and strength supernaturally. Someone who has tasted depletion's bitterness and renewal's sweetness. Someone whose credibility comes not from always having been strong, but from having discovered unshakable strength through undeniable weakness. The depletion you endured produced in you a compassion that the consistently comfortable will never possess. The exhaustion you survived cultivated an understanding that the perpetually energized cannot access. The weakness you experienced opened a door to a dimension of my strength that the self-sufficient will never even know exists. These are not weaknesses on your resume. These are your most valuable qualifications. This is how revival begins, not with programs or events, but with individuals who have been transformed by my love and who carry that transformation into every environment they enter. You are part of a movement of freedom that I am orchestrating around the world. And your liberated life is contributing to a global awakening that will touch every nation and every people group. The chains that are breaking in your life are connected to chains that are breaking in lives around the world. The freedom you are experiencing is part of a great liberation that I am bringing to all of humanity. Your personal breakthrough is significant not just for you and your family, but for the advancement of my kingdom on earth. Walk in this understanding. Live with this awareness. Operate with this confidence. You are not just the recipient of freedom. You are an agent of freedom. You are not just enjoying personal liberation. You are participating in global transformation. You are not just experiencing individual breakthrough. You are contributing to universal revival. Your chains are broken, your freedom is real, and your impact is significant. The love that liberated you will continue to work through you to liberate others. The power that set you free will continue to operate through you to set others free. The truth that transformed your life will continue to speak through you to transform other lives. You are loved with an everlasting love, freed with an eternal freedom, and empowered with unlimited power. Nothing will ever be able to separate you from this love. Nothing will ever be able to put you back in bondage. Nothing will ever be able to diminish the freedom you have received. You are mine, and you are free, forever and always. The work is complete, the victory is won, and the celebration has begun. A life where the impossible becomes possible on a regular basis because you are partnering with the God for whom nothing is impossible. But you will never step into this life as long as you are trying to be your own source of strength. You have to come to the end of yourself. You have to admit your limitations. You have to surrender control. You have to rest. Let me tell you what I see when I look at your future as you learn to walk in this rest. I see you speaking words over situations and watching those situations change because my authority is backing your words. I see you praying for people and watching them experience breakthrough because my power is responding to your faith. I see you walking into rooms and the atmosphere shifting because my presence is resting on you. I see you facing giants that would have terrified you before, and instead of running or cowering, you are calm and confident because you know that the battle belongs to me and I have never lost a battle. I see resources flowing to you that you did not work for because I am your provider. And I delight in surprising my children with my generosity. I see relationships being restored that seemed beyond hope, because I am the God who resurrects dead things. I see your health improving as you release stress and walk in my peace. I see your mind becoming sharper and your creativity increasing because you are no longer depleted by constant anxiety. I see your joy returning, deeper and fuller than it has ever been, because it is rooted in me rather than in circumstances. I see you becoming a person that others are drawn to because they sense something different about you. They may not be able to name it, but they feel peace in your presence. As your mind and emotions are healed, you will experience peace that transcends understanding, joy that is not dependent on circumstances, and love that casts out fear. You will be able to think clearly, feel appropriately, and respond wisely to the situations you encounter. Your mental and emotional health will become a foundation for success in every other area of your life. In your spiritual life, my love is breaking the chain of religious obligation that has made your relationship with me feel like work rather than rest, duty rather than delight, and performance rather than intimacy. This chain has robbed you of the joy of salvation, the peace of forgiveness, and the freedom of grace. It has made you feel like you must earn my love rather than simply receive it. The spiritual freedom I am giving you will transform your relationship with me into what it was always meant to be. The love relationship between a father and his child, between a bridegroom and his bride, between a friend and his friend. You will pray with confidence rather than fear, worship with joy rather than duty, and serve with love rather than obligation. Your understanding of my word will deepen as the veil of performance is removed from your eyes. You will see my character more clearly, understand my heart more completely, and experience my presence more intimately. Reading scripture will become a delight rather than a duty, and you will find yourself hungry for more of me, rather than feeling like spiritual disciplines are burdens to be endured. Your faith will become simpler and stronger. You will not need to complicate what I have made simple or doubt what I have made clear. You will trust my love completely, rest in my grace fully, and walk in my truth confidently. Your relationship with me will become the foundation for everything else in your life, the source of strength for every challenge, and the wellspring of joy for every day. In your calling and purpose, the doctors may have had their diagnosis and their prognosis and their predictions about what your health would look like. But I am not limited by medical opinions. I am not restricted by statistical probabilities. I am the God who created your body in the first place, and I have the power to heal it and restore it and renew it regardless of what any test result or scan or report might indicate. And that is exactly what I have been doing. You are experiencing a level of health right now that you were not sure you would ever experience again. And I am telling you that this is not a temporary reprieve. This is a lasting restoration that I am establishing in your physical body. Celebrate because your children have returned to the path. I know the agony you felt when you watched them walk away from everything you taught them. I know the desperation you experienced when you saw them making choices that were destructive and harmful, and leading them further and further away from the life you knew I had planned for them. I know about the prayers you prayed in your most desperate moments when you could not rest because you were so burdened for their souls. I know about the tears you cried when you wondered if they would ever come back, if they would ever return, if they would ever remember the truth they were raised with. But I heard every single one of those prayers. I collected every single one of those tears. And I went after your children. I pursued them into the far country they had wandered into. I called out to them in the wilderness they were lost in. I drew them back with cords of love that they could not resist forever. And now they are coming home. They are returning to me. They are walking back onto the path that leads to life. And this is an answer to your prayers that is so profound, so significant, so deeply meaningful that it deserves to be celebrated with everything in you. Celebrate because your finances are in order. The chaos and the stress and the overwhelming pressure that came from never having enough, from constantly struggling to make ends meet, from the anxiety of wondering how you were going to pay for what you needed. That season is over. I am the God who owns everything. I am the God who has unlimited resources. I keep them. I weigh them. I answer them in wisdom and love, which means in ways that are informed by a knowledge of your actual good that is more complete than your knowledge of your own good. Does this make the unanswered prayer painless? No. Does this make the differently answered prayer easy to receive? Not always. There is genuine grief in expecting one thing and receiving another, even if the other turns out to be better. There is genuine disorientation in having a clear word, a clear promise, a clear sense of direction, and then watching the path lead somewhere unexpected. I am not asking you to pretend this grief is not real. I am not asking you to skip the process of honestly grappling with disappointment. I am asking you, on the other side of that grappling, to consider that the evidence of my faithfulness is not always the evidence you were expecting. Sometimes faithfulness looks like an answer that comes from a direction you were not watching. Sometimes it looks like a no that is protecting you from something you could not see. Sometimes it looks like a detour that turns out to be the main road. And the road you thought was the main road turns out to be a dead end you were mercifully redirected from. The faith that holds through the differently answered prayer is among the most mature forms of trust I know. It is the faith that says, I do not understand what happened here, and I am grieving what I expected, and I am honestly confused about the path I find myself on. And despite all of that, I will hold on. I will stay in this relationship. I will keep talking to you. I will keep trusting that you have not forgotten me and that your purposes for my life have not been derailed by the failure of my plans. This faith is not naive. It is not the faith of someone who does not fully understand what they are trusting through. It is the faith of someone who understands it fully, feels it completely, and chooses trust anyway. This is the faith I am building in you. This is the faith that, once formed, becomes genuinely and deeply unbreakable. Because the thing that breaks faith in the middle of disappointment is the belief that the differently answered prayer means I do not care, or that I am not there, or that my promises do not apply to you specifically. But when you know my character, when you know from genuine encounter that I am faithful and good and present and genuinely invested in your life, then the differently answered prayer becomes something you can hold differently. Not without pain, but without the fundamental rupture of trust. The relationship remains intact. The conversation continues. And in the continuation of the conversation, over time, the answer often becomes clearer. Why the thing you asked for could not have given you what the thing you received eventually gave you. Why the timing that seemed so late was actually exactly right. Why the no was kindness. Why the detour was the truest path. I am more willing to heal than you are willing to ask. And I am at work in the situation that has you worried. Even when you cannot see it. Even when symptoms remain or test results have not changed yet. Even when healing seems to be taking longer than you hoped. I am working in ways you cannot perceive with natural senses. I am working at cellular levels. I am working in spiritual dimensions that affect physical realities. I am working on multiple fronts simultaneously. Trust that I am moving, even when you cannot track the movement. Trust that I am healing, even before you see full manifestation. Trust me with the bodies of the people you love. Trust me with your own health. I am moving on this even now. I see the relational fractures that have broken your heart. The distance between you and someone who used to be close. The words that were said that cannot be unsaid, that cut deep and left wounds that have not healed. The betrayal that shattered your ability to trust. The misunderstanding that grew into a wall too high to scale. The pattern of conflict that keeps repeating until you feel like you are going crazy trying to break the cycle. The loneliness of being in the same room with someone you love but feeling miles apart. I see you lying in bed next to someone whose heart feels 1,000 miles away from yours. I see you sitting across the table from someone you once laughed with easily, but now struggle to find words to say. I see you avoiding certain topics because you know they will trigger another fight. I see you walking on eggshells, trying not to upset the fragile peace that is not really peace at all, but just the absence of current conflict. I see the grief you carry over relationships that used to bring life, but now only bring pain. You remember when it was different. You remember when this person was your safe place, your confidant, your joy. You are positioning yourself for victory. Because the moment you stop trying to be strong enough, you make room for my strength. And my strength never fails. There is a reason I keep bringing you back to this place of rest. It is not because I want you to be passive or lazy. It is because I know that you cannot carry what you have been trying to carry. The human frame was never designed to bear the weight of outcomes and control over other people's choices. You were created to walk in fellowship with me, to partner with my purposes, to trust my timing. But you cannot do any of that when you are running on empty, when anxiety has depleted your emotional reserves, when you are making decisions from a place of fear rather than faith. So I am intervening. Right now, in this moment, I am loosening the grip of worry that has been choking the joy out of your life. Can you feel it? The tightness in your chest beginning to ease? The racing thoughts starting to slow? This is not your imagination. This is my spirit moving through the atmosphere around you. displacing the anxiety that has been your constant companion and replacing it with peace that surpasses human understanding. This peace does not make sense given your circumstances. It is not logical. It is supernatural. It is the same peace that held me steady when I walked to the cross, knowing what awaited me there. And I am giving it to you now as a gift. Let me paint you a picture of what your life looks like from my perspective. I see a beloved child who has been running in circles, exhausting themselves trying to solve problems that I have already solved. I watch you lie awake at night rehearsing conversations that may never happen, playing out worst-case scenarios in your mind, trying to plan for every possible contingency. And my heart aches because I know that every moment you spend in that state of anxious striving is a moment you are not experiencing the abundant life I died to give you. Let me tell you what my love does for you. My love sees every single thing about you, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the broken, the pure and the stained, and it does not turn away. I want you to understand the radical nature of this love because it is unlike anything you have experienced in human relationships. Human love, at its best, is wonderful and valuable and a reflection of my nature. But human love is limited. Human love is conditional. Human love is based on what you offer, how you make the other person feel, what you contribute to the relationship. Human love says I will love you if you meet my needs, if you fulfill my expectations, if you make me happy, if you do not disappoint me too badly or hurt me too deeply. Human love has boundaries and conditions and breaking points. There is a line you can cross that causes human love to withdraw, to pull back, to turn away. This is not criticism of human love. This is simply reality. Humans are finite, flawed, limited beings who love imperfectly because we ourselves are imperfect. But my love is not like human love. My love is perfect. My love is infinite. My love is unconditional in the truest sense of that word. There is nothing you can do that will make me love you more because I already love you perfectly and completely. There is nothing you can do that will make me love you less because my love does not depend on your performance. My love is not a response to who you are or what you do. My love is a decision I made about you in eternity past based on my own nature and character, not based on yours. I love you because I am love. I was faithful to my people Israel, bringing them back from exile just as I had promised. And I was ultimately faithful to all humanity by sending my Son to die for your sins and rise again for your justification. This track record of faithfulness provides you with absolute confidence that I will be faithful to you as well. The promises I have spoken over your life will come to pass. The plans I have for you will be accomplished. The work I began in you will be completed. You can stake your entire life on my faithfulness because I have never failed anyone who has trusted in me, and I am not going to start now. I want you to be filled with peace and seek the moment to be attentive, to listen to me, to eat of my word. Because you feel that my spirit is touching you, that the time has come to make changes in your life, to say enough to anger and bad company. Today is the day to immerse yourself completely in the river of my love. When I speak to you with affection, do not reject me. When I call you with sweetness, do not ignore me. When I correct you with firmness, it is when you must cling most to my sweet love. I will save you from the enemy. I will free your repentant heart from all destruction. I am granting you those petitions you bring me with faith every day. I also wait for you every morning, and I like to see that way you have of talking to me, that security in your words, because you feel, you know, and you believe that I am going to answer you, that I am watching over you, and that I will never abandon you. When you feel tired, I will be with you. You can come and rest your head on my shoulder. You can talk to me. I am your friend. I do not judge you.
Your smallest act of compassion, your willingness to forgive, reverberates beyond what the world can measure. Each day you wake and choose again to hope, to seek reconciliation, to resist cynicism. These are victories in my sight, and signs that my life flows within you. Do not underestimate what is born each time you refuse bitterness for the sake of peace, or serve without applause. I know you're longing for clarity, for a sign that the road you are on is the right one. Sometimes my answers are clear as daybreak. Other times, I form them through the slow unfolding of trust. When direction seems withheld, I am not indifferent. I am shaping in you a nearness that no map can contain, a way of being that looks for me not merely in outcomes, but in the sustenance I give moment by moment. Rest choices before me, but do not imagine you must solve everything by your own wisdom. Invite me to guide you, and then walk forward even if certainty lingers just out of reach. I honor your courage when you trust me with the unknowns. If your heart aches for justice, for the end of suffering and confusion in the world, let that ache call you deeper into my heart. I share your longing for wrongs to be made right, and for healing to mend what is shattered. Yet my answer often comes disguised in the gentle tenacity of those who love though wounded, care though overlooked, hold fast to hope though storm-battered. You are not powerless. You are a channel through which my renewal flows into weary places. Listen for my direction in the day's quiet, for I inspire not only prophets and saints, but also the ordinary faithful who sow peace with each hesitant but sincere act of kindness. You sometimes feel too small to matter amid all you see, wars raging, hearts breaking, nations in tumult. Do not measure your worth by what you can control. You are made to reflect my presence right where you stand. When you extend your hand to lift another, when you act with integrity though no one sees, you make present the reality of my kingdom. In suffering's shadow, when all you can do is remain steadfast or speak one word of hope, know that I am with you, and nothing given in love is ever wasted. Trust grows layer by layer, not all at once. When you falter, let it not become your definition. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. I am proud of you. I need you to hear that. I am proud of you for not giving up. I am proud of you for getting up every day and trying again even when everything in you wanted to quit. I am proud of you for choosing to believe in me even when circumstances screamed that I was not real or not good or not powerful. I am proud of you for protecting your family even when you felt like you were falling apart. I am proud of you for holding on to hope by a thread when you had every reason to let go. I am proud of you for showing up to this moment and allowing yourself to receive this visitation instead of closing yourself off. You are stronger than you know. You are braver than you feel. You are more resilient than you give yourself credit for. And I am proud to call you my child. This is not the end of your story. This is a new chapter beginning. What you have been through was preparation for what you are stepping into. The wilderness taught you things you could not learn any other way. The battles trained you for greater assignments. The waiting developed patience and trust and character that will serve you for life. You are not the same person you were when this season started. You have been refined, strengthened, matured, and now you are ready for what comes next. Do not be afraid of it. Do not shrink back from it. Do not disqualify yourself from it. You are ready. I have made sure of it, and I will walk with you every step of the way. I am proud of you for how far you have come. You have survived seasons that could have destroyed you. You have kept faith through trials that would have broken others. The strength you have developed is not wasted. It is preparation for what comes next. Every challenge you overcame was training ground for greater authority. Every tear you shed was watering seeds of future harvest. Not because you have no flaws. You do have flaws. Not because you have never made mistakes. You have, and some of those mistakes have consequences you are still living with. Not because there is nothing in your life that could stand to change and grow and deepen. There is. I am still at work in you and the work is ongoing. But that voice is not giving you accurate information about your worth. It is giving you a distorted reading, filtered through wounds and false beliefs, and the unrealistic standards of a world that profits from making you feel inadequate. Because a person who feels perpetually inadequate is a person who can be sold something to address the inadequacy. That voice is not my voice, and what it concludes about you is not the truth. My voice sounds different from that voice. Completely different. Not just in tone, but in substance. When you make a mistake, my voice does not pile shame on top of the mistake and cement it into your identity. My voice says, you are not defined by this. The mistake is not the last word about you. You are forgiven, and you are learning, and you are still fully, completely mine. And the story is still being written, and the chapter you are in is not where the story ends.
When you fall short of your own expectations, my response is not disappointment that withdraws love as a way of communicating the seriousness of the shortfall. My response is to lean in closer, to be most present in the frustration and the discouragement, to be the steady voice in the moment of failure that says, I see this, I know this hurt, and I have not changed my mind about you. What would you do differently in the days ahead if you genuinely believed what I am telling you right now? Not just believed it theologically, as a proposition you assent to because it aligns with your faith, but believed it the way you believe in the things that actually govern your daily choices. The things you believe in the way your body knows them. The things that shape your posture and your tone and your willingness to try and your capacity to receive. What changes when you walk into your day from the position of someone who is completely loved and infinitely valued, rather than someone who is hoping to earn enough approval to feel secure? The opportunities you pursue shift. When you believe your worth is real and permanent, you begin to reach for the things you have quietly decided were for better people than you. The door you have been hesitating at starts to seem like a door you might actually knock on. The gift you have been downplaying starts to feel like something worth offering. The contribution you have been withholding because you are not sure it was valuable enough begins to find its way into the world. The relationships you accept shift. You open your eyes in the early morning hours, and immediately, your mind begins racing through the list of everything that could go wrong. The situations that need to be resolved, the people you are worried about, the financial pressures, the health concerns, the relational tensions, and before your feet even touch the floor, you are already carrying a burden that weighs more than you do. But child, I never asked you to carry any of that, not 1 ounce of it. I asked you to cast your cares on me because I care for you. I asked you to seek first my kingdom and let me add everything else to your life. I promised that if you would trust me with your burdens, I would give you rest. But instead, you have been trying to be your own savior, trying to be strong enough, wise enough, capable enough to handle everything on your own. And in the process, you have forgotten who I am. I am the God who spoke the universe into existence with a word. I am the God who parted seas and brought water from rocks. I am the God who heals the sick, raises the dead, and makes a way where there is no way. Do you really think your situation is too complicated for me? Do you honestly believe that the problems keeping you awake at night are beyond my ability to solve? Let me tell you what is actually happening in the spiritual realm while you are worrying. Every time you bring your concerns to me in prayer and then immediately pick them back up to worry about them, you are essentially telling me that you do not trust me to handle them. Every sleepless night spent trying to figure everything out on your own is a night when my angels could have been working on your behalf while you rested. But instead, they stood by waiting for you to release control. Every moment you spend in anxious striving is a moment you are operating in your own limited strength instead of tapping into my unlimited power. It was not planted by the one who made you. When I speak about you, the language is the language of treasure, of jewel, of beloved, of chosen, of mine. When I think of you, the thought is saturated with the kind of delight a father has when he looks at his child and sees every good thing he has poured into them looking back at him. The wound, the question, the chronic sense of insufficiency that nags at you even in your best moments, those came from elsewhere. They came from a world that learned to assign worth based on performance and productivity. They came from relationships that were conditional in the ways they offered love. And that conditionality taught you to be conditional about your own sense of worth, to attach your value to whether the conditions were being met. They came from failures that were allowed to define you rather than refine you, failures that were held up as evidence of what you fundamentally are rather than simply events that happened in a life still in process. You absorbed the messages that surrounded you. That is what human beings do. We are formed by what we hear repeated, especially in the seasons when we are young and still building our understanding of ourselves. The architecture of the self is largely constructed before we have the critical capacity to evaluate the building materials being used. If you were told often enough, in words or in the more powerful language of actions, that your worth was tied to what you produced, you learned to produce relentlessly in hopes of securing a worth that always seemed just out of reach. If the love you received was withdrawn when you disappointed, you internalized the lesson that love is conditional, and then applied that same conditionality to the love you gave yourself. If the people who were supposed to mirror your value back to you clearly and generously failed to do that, if they were preoccupied or wounded or absent or simply incapable of giving what you needed, you were left to draw your own conclusions about yourself from incomplete and distorted information. The mirrors the world holds up are all distorted in some way, even the best of them. Each challenge you overcome builds spiritual muscle. Each temptation you resist strengthens your resolve. Each setback you recover from increases your resilience. The enemy wants you to quit when victory is just beyond your current view. He knows that if he can get you to give up just before breakthrough comes, he can steal everything I intended for you. But I am calling you to persevere, to keep believing when belief seems foolish, to keep trusting when trust feels risky, to keep hoping when hope appears groundless. Perseverance means you continue praying when prayers seem unanswered. You continue worshiping when worship feels empty. You continue obeying when obedience seems unrewarded. You continue serving when service appears unappreciated. You continue giving when giving looks unwise. You continue loving when love is not returned. This perseverance is not natural human tenacity. It flows from confidence in my faithfulness. You persevere not because you are strong, but because you are connected to the one who is strong. You endure not because your faith is great, but because your God is great. You continue not because you have what it takes, but because I have what it takes, and I am working in you and through you. Remember that those who persevere to the end will be saved, will receive the crown of life, will hear me say, "Well done, good and faithful servant," will inherit all that I have promised. With tenderness I tell you that I will not only give you the seed to sow, but also the necessary tools to cultivate it. Every obstacle you face will become an opportunity for you to experience my power and my provision. When life's problems come, remember, just close your eyes like when you were little and talk to me with confidence, with sincerity. I want your innocent, pure, simple faith. Do not come into my presence with human fear, waiting for me to punish you for some mistake. Do not come believing I will not hear your prayer. My greatest desire in the universe is that you love me and know me more, that you live with me for eternity, that you and your house be saved from violence, protected against all evil. I will show you my love in a tender and supernatural way, but I want you to come today just as you are. Do not hide your problems. Do not cover up your defects. Your weaknesses and thoughts do not scare me. I want you to triumph and get ahead in all areas of your life. Everything you need to triumph and achieve prosperity is in me. Receive it without problems, without complications, without setbacks, without struggles. I'm giving you peace right now, not as the world gives, not dependent on circumstances. Supernatural peace that doesn't make sense. And patience, divine patience, the ability to wait without anxiety, to endure without complaining. Make use of them. Put them to work. Apply them to your situation. Don't react to situations because you feel forced by your emotions. Don't let your feelings drive your decisions. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't rush ahead of my timing. Don't make important decisions without consulting me. Bring them to me first. Talk to me before you commit. Seek my wisdom before you choose. I don't want you to get tangled up in messes and misunderstandings. I see the complications you could avoid if you just wait for my timing and follow my direction. Don't make deals with false friends. People who smile in your face but work against you behind your back. People who pretend to have your best interests at heart but are really serving their own agenda. I'm confirming to you through this message, through these words you're reading right now, that yes, I am going to help you. Not maybe, not hopefully, definitely. Yes, please wait. I know waiting is hard. I know it feels like nothing is happening. I know every day that passes makes you wonder if you heard me wrong. But wait. Don't go into debt trying to force solutions. Don't create new problems trying to solve old ones. You already have enough debt.
Do you wonder what pleases me? It is not that you never falter or that you rise above every weakness. My joy is found when you simply turn toward me, whether whispering my name in darkness or shouting gratitude in celebration, whether with trembling lips or steady voice. I am moved by your vulnerability, your willingness to come close in honesty. When you let your guard down and name your needs, you mirror the humility that draws you deeper into my heart. Come as you are, not as you imagine I expect you to be, and let yourself rest in the truth that I delight in you right now, as you are. In every struggle, temptation, or despair, no, I am not measuring you by how bravely you endure. I cherish your openness, the way you let me into your smallest, most ordinary moments. I enter your laughter, I dwell with you in your disappointment, I redeem what you thought would never bear fruit. Trust that nothing given to me, your love, your anger, your tiredness, is too trivial or too damaged to interest me. I make holy even the mundane when you offer it with authenticity, even half-formed. Your journey is not linear, and I do not expect you to leap from victory to victory. There are seasons of progress, seasons of waiting, and seasons where even the simplest acts feel monumental. I treasure your steadiness and small faithfulness, the way you choose to hope when hope feels costly. With gentle patience, I shape your heart not by force, but by persistent nearness. Your willingness to start again, even after disappointment, fills me with joy. I do not tire of welcoming you when you return. Wherever you go, you are never orphaned. I do not abandon my beloved, nor do I watch from a distance, indifferent. I am within the marrow of your existence, closer than your breath, even more familiar with you than you are with yourself.
The difficulty has to be addressed. And in the midst of all that necessary attention to what is hard, the vast, quiet ocean of ordinary goodness that surrounds every day becomes transparent, essentially invisible, a background that is taken for granted because it has always been there. But think about what is actually in that background. The fact that a meal tastes good, and your body knows how to receive nourishment from it. The way that laughter comes unexpectedly and, even for a brief moment, the weight of everything serious lifts slightly. The memory of someone you love that comes to mind unbidden and warms something in your chest. The moment when a piece of music, or a shaft of afternoon light, or the smell of something familiar touches a deep place in you, and for just a second you feel the presence of beauty in the world. The conversation that goes better than expected. The unexpected kindness of a person who did not have to be kind. The moment of understanding between two people who have been struggling to understand each other. The child's laughter. The friend's steady presence. The night that ends and the day that begins again. Every one of those things is an expression of my generosity. Not in a vague, general sense, but actually and precisely. I am the source of every good and perfect gift. Every good thing that touches your life in any form, however small, however apparently ordinary, is flowing from me. Not from luck. Not from a universe that is randomly kind sometimes and randomly cruel other times. From me. From a nature that cannot interact with the world without goodness flowing out, the way the sun cannot interact with the world without light flowing out. What would it change in you to move through your days with that awareness? To receive each small good thing not as a lucky accident, but as the specific attention of a father who arranged for that particular good to reach you in that particular moment. I see the trust you have demonstrated when circumstances gave you every reason to doubt. And I am proud of you. You have done well. You have fought well. You have believed well. You have persevered well. And your reward is coming. Your breakthrough is near. Your victory is at hand. Your deliverance is approaching. Your healing is manifesting. Your restoration is arriving. Your promotion is here. Do not quit now. Do not give up when you are this close. Do not stop believing when you are on the verge of seeing. Do not stop praying when the answer is about to be released. Do not stop praising when the breakthrough is about to manifest. Do not stop trusting when the miracle is about to occur. You are closer than you think. You are nearer than it appears. You are on the edge of something extraordinary. You are at the threshold of something remarkable. You are about to step into something that will exceed your expectations, surpass your imagination, and blow your mind with its magnitude. So hold on. Stay strong. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep praising. Keep trusting. Keep declaring. Keep standing. Keep fighting. Keep pressing. Keep pushing. Keep pursuing. Because what is coming is worth every tear you have cried. This is the promise I want to speak about with particular care. Because for many of you, this is the one that seems most impossible. The idea that the broken things can actually be made whole. That the losses, the missed years, the wasted seasons, the relationships that ended badly, the opportunities that slipped away, the chapters that were filled with more darkness than light, can somehow be redeemed. Not erased, not as if they never happened, but genuinely redeemed, transformed into something that serves your life going forward, rather than simply being scar tissue. Restoration is one of the things I am most passionate about. The making of new things from what seems like nothing. The bringing of life from what seemed like death. The turning of mourning into dancing, of ashes into beauty, of grief into gladness. This is not poetic exaggeration. This is the actual pattern of my work in human lives. The raw material of your hardest seasons is not waste material. It is the kind of material my restoration work uses most powerfully. Because when the turning happens, when something that was dark becomes light, when something that was broken becomes the source of someone else's healing, when the story that seemed to have no redemptive arc suddenly reveals the arc that was hidden in it, that is when the nature of the one who makes all things new is most clearly on display. The promise of my provision, not a guarantee that you will never face scarcity or need, but the promise that I know what you need and that my economy is not subject to the limitations of your current circumstances. The promise that what is needed will be provided in the measure that is needed when it is needed. The promise that you are not navigating the practical dimensions of your life without the involvement of the one who controls the supply of all things and who is deeply invested in your flourishing. Provision does not always arrive on the schedule you would choose or in the form you were expecting. My beloved child, I will give you provision, abundance, and great victories in this season. Write in the comments your prayer request, because I am waiting for you to write to me with faith your needs, to transform your concerns into blessings and your fears into strength, to bless you abundantly with holy provision. In the months that passed, you went through struggles, trials, suffering, and anxiety. But today, I come to remove all sadness and discouragement from your life and your home. I will reward you publicly. I will reward your faith. Those who mocked you will be surprised. The envious ones who wanted to see you fall will be ashamed. This is the season when the waters of the sea part in two, and with my powerful hand I open the way for you to cross without fear toward a land of great blessings, to a higher spiritual level. You have never been a loser. You will never be one. I have life and strength for you, the right to rise from the dust, to prosper and be happy. When you pass through those violent waters, I will be with you. You will not sink. When you go through those turbulent rivers, and if you walk through fire, you will not be burned. I have given you the power to trample on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing and no one will harm you. You have my promise. My blessings will reach you. I have a wonderful plan for you, and it will be fulfilled to the letter. I will take you to your destiny along the good and correct path. I will put in your hands the miracle you need and the answer you have been waiting for a long time. I ask you to give me your heart and your eyes be fixed on this word I give you, that your feet walk firmly along the path I show you today. I give you the strength and patience you need. I am clearing your ways and removing all your enemies from your midst. I am opening the doors of blessing to you. He remembered his father's love. He remembered his father's home. And he made the decision to return, not because his father manipulated or controlled him into it, but because the consequences he faced brought him to the end of himself, and he realized he needed to go home. And here's the beautiful part. The father saw him coming from a long way off. He had been watching and waiting with hope, not with anxiety. And when he saw his son, he ran to him. He threw his arms around him. He threw a party to celebrate his return. He did not say, "I told you so." He did not lecture him about his mistakes. He simply welcomed him home with love and joy because his son who was lost had been found. This is the story I told when I walked the earth, and I told it to illustrate my Father's heart toward his wandering children. But it also illustrates what I am trying to teach you about the people you love who are making choices that concern you. Release them. Trust me with them. Pray for them. Keep the door of your heart open for their return. But do not let worry about them destroy your peace. Do not let anxiety about their choices prevent you from experiencing the abundant life I have for you. They are in my hands, and my hands are big enough to hold them safely while they learn the lessons they need to learn. There is another aspect of rest that I need to talk to you about, and it has to do with your own sense of worth and identity. A huge part of the reason you cannot rest is because you have believed the lie that your value is tied to your performance, that you are only as good as your last achievement, that you have to keep striving and producing and accomplishing in order to matter. And that lie is a slave driver that will never let you rest because there is always more to do, always another mountain to climb, and I am with you every step of the way. Closer than a brother, nearer than your next breath, present in every moment, involved in every detail, working behind the scenes in ways you cannot see, fighting battles you do not even know about, arranging circumstances for your benefit, moving pieces into place for your blessing. Because I love you. I have always loved you. I will always love you, and my love never fails. Come to me every morning. Let the first thing you do be connect with me. Before you check your phone, before you dive into the day, before you let the noise of the world crowd into your mind, spend time with me. Read my word. Pray. Worship. Listen. Let me fill you up so you can pour out throughout the day. Let me strengthen you so you can face whatever comes. Let me speak to you so you know which way to go. Because if you will put me first, if you will seek me first, if you will make me your priority, everything else will fall into place. Everything else will work out. Everything else will be added to you. This is not just a nice idea. This is a promise. This is a principle of my kingdom, and it works every single time, without fail. So try it. Test it. Prove it for yourself. Start tomorrow morning. Set your alarm 15 minutes earlier. Spend that time with me. Read a chapter of my word. Pray for 5 minutes. Worship for 5 minutes. Just be still in my presence for 5 minutes. And watch what happens. Watch how differently your day goes. Watch how much more peace you have. Watch how much clearer your thinking is. Watch how much better your decisions are. Watch how much more patient, kind, and joyful you are. It will transform your life. I promise you it will. And at the end of each day, come back to me. Thank me for the day. Confess any sin. Release any burdens. Surrender any worries. Ask me to refresh you as you sleep. Ask me to give you dreams and visions. Ask me to speak to you in the night watches. And then rest. And that kind of faith moves my heart to action. So, your anxiety is not neutral. It is not just an unfortunate emotion that makes you feel bad. It is actually a form of unbelief that blocks the flow of my power in your situation. Every moment you spend worrying is a moment you are declaring with your life that you do not really believe I am able to handle this. I know you do not mean it that way. I know you believe in me intellectually. But functionally, when you worry, you are operating as though the outcome depends on you instead of on me. And rest is not passive resignation. It is active faith. It is you saying with your life, my God is able. My God is faithful. My God loves me. My God sees what I am facing, and my God will make a way. So I am choosing to trust Him instead of panic. That is rest. And that is the posture from which miracles flow. I need you to hear this next part carefully because it is crucial. The rest I am offering you is not dependent on your circumstances improving. You do not have to wait until the problem is solved to experience peace. The peace comes first, and then the solution follows. But even if the solution looks different than you expected, even if my plan unfolds in ways you did not anticipate, the peace remains, because it is not based on getting what you want. It is based on trusting who I am. This is where so many of my children get confused. They think rest means everything is going well. They think peace is the absence of problems. So they wait for their circumstances to change before they allow themselves to rest. But that is backwards. Rest is what you practice in the middle of the storm. Peace is what you choose when there is plenty to worry about. Trust is most powerful when there are 1,000 reasons to panic, but you refuse to do it because you know me. Learn to recognize his voice. Learn to trust his leading. Learn to obey his promptings. Your life will be so much smoother, so much safer, so much more blessed when you walk in sync with the Holy Spirit. Fifth, guard your heart and your mind. The enemy gains access through what you allow in. What you watch, what you listen to, what you read, what you meditate on, what you dwell on, all of it affects your spiritual atmosphere. If you are constantly filling your mind with fear through the news, with darkness through entertainment, with lies through toxic conversations, you are opening doors to the enemy. I am not saying to be ignorant of what is happening in the world. I am not saying to never watch anything or listen to anything. I am saying to be intentional, to be selective, to be discerning, to protect your gates. Your eyes and your ears are gates to your soul. What comes through those gates will either strengthen you or weaken you, build you up or tear you down, increase your faith or increase your fear. Fill your mind with my word. Fill your ears with worship. Fill your eyes with things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable. When you control what goes into your mind, you control the atmosphere of your soul. When you guard your heart, you guard your life. Sixth, surround yourself with people who build your faith, not people who feed your fear. The enemy will use people, even people who love you, to speak fear into your life. They mean well. They think they are being realistic. They think they are helping you prepare for the worst. But what they are actually doing is planting seeds of doubt, watering seeds of fear, fertilizing seeds of anxiety. You need people in your life who speak faith, who remind you of my promises, who call out the gold in you, who see your potential, who believe in your calling, who pray with you, not just about you, who stand with you in spiritual warfare, who celebrate your wins and mourn your losses. And then when you are in the middle of your busy day, when decisions need to be made quickly, when challenges arise unexpectedly, you can hear me speaking. You can sense my direction. You can follow my leading. This is the kind of relationship I want with you. Not distant and formal, but close and personal. Not one-sided where you do all the talking, but conversational where we both speak and both listen. Not limited to certain times and places, but ongoing throughout every moment of every day. I want to be involved in every aspect of your life. I want to be consulted about every decision you make. I want to be the first one you turn to when you face challenges. I want to be the one you celebrate with when you experience victories. I want to be your constant companion, your closest friend, your most trusted counselor, your most faithful supporter. This is what I have always wanted. This is why I created you. This is why I saved you. This is why I am speaking to you right now. I want relationship with you. I want intimacy with you. I want you to know me and be known by me, to love me and be loved by me, to walk with me and talk with me throughout every moment of your life. And when you live this way, when you maintain this ongoing connection with me, everything changes. Problems that used to overwhelm you become opportunities to see my power demonstrated. Decisions that used to paralyze you become chances to experience my wisdom. Challenges that used to defeat you become platforms for my strength to be displayed. Relationships that used to drain you become channels through which my love can flow. Circumstances that used to control you become tools I use to shape you. Growth looks like messy steps, fierce love, and starting again each morning with fresh mercy. My strength is perfected in your weakness, and nothing you confess can separate you from my embrace. The breakthrough you long for is already underway, not measured by outcomes you can track, but by the steady, silent transformation within. I am rebuilding your heart, moment by moment, breath by breath, desire by desire, until your courage outweighs your fear and obedience arises not from duty, but delight. Now, as I draw you in, breathe deeply, and sense my hand on your heart. Let my nearness become the atmosphere in which you move. Let wonder return where dread once ruled. Let laughter bubble up as evidence that heavy things are lifting. The future you fear does not exist in my mind. I see only destiny, only possibility, only the harvest born of everything you surrendered. Peace settles into your bones because it is not manufactured, but given. What you have received is not the end, but the doorway. I want you to wake tomorrow with a courage born of communion, not comparison, to walk forward marked by the unmistakable fragrance of one who has been with me. You who are mine, let the final remnants of anxiety scatter now. You have withheld nothing from me, and I withhold nothing good from you. Each trial has become the anvil that forges faith. Every delay, a lesson in looking higher. Each setback, an invitation to lean on me more fully. I call you not only out of hiding, but into boldness, a boldness that heals others, that ignites hope wherever your feet touch the earth. You carry my promise, you steward my presence. You bear my name to a world desperate for real, unmanufactured love. I have planted within you seeds of destiny that will bear fruit in their appointed time. Trust my process, trust my pace. Let the waiting become your worship. Let the unknown become the playground of our intimacy. You have not missed your chance. You have not wasted your life. With every breath, you are realigning with the future. I have imagined for you a future brighter than you have dared hope, more sacred than you can comprehend. The journey ahead is not the end, but a greater unveiling of all that I am within you, and all that you are becoming in me. Amen. Before you leave this moment, tell me which truth reached deepest. Write it below, not as performance, but as remembrance. When you see those words again, they will anchor you. I am reading every one, beloved. Your voice matters to me. This is the reality. This is what I want you to know more than anything else. Above all the other things I could tell you, above all the other truths I could speak to you, this is the one I want to settle deep in your heart. You are loved. Believe it. Receive it. Rest in it. Let it change everything. But let me also speak to you about the cost of discipleship, because my love for you does not mean that following me will always be easy or comfortable. I have called you to take up your cross daily and follow me. I have called you to deny yourself, to die to your own desires and ambitions, to surrender your will to mine. This is not popular teaching in a world that says you should follow your heart, pursue your dreams, do what makes you happy. But I am telling you a deeper truth. True life, abundant life, eternal life is found not in pursuing what you want, but in pursuing me. When you make me your first priority, when you seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, everything else falls into proper place. Not that you get everything you want, not that life becomes easy, but you discover a satisfaction, a fulfillment, a sense of purpose that cannot be found anywhere else. You discover that what you thought you wanted was actually a poor substitute for what I want to give you. You discover that my ways, though sometimes difficult, lead to life, while the world's ways, though attractive on the surface, lead to emptiness. Let me be clear about what it means to follow me. It means choosing my will over your comfort. It means obeying my word even when it goes against cultural norms. It means standing for truth even when everyone around you compromises. It means loving your enemies when your flesh wants revenge. It means forgiving those who hurt you when your emotions cry out for justice. My eyes rested upon you through every valley. I never stepped back. I never turned away. I never decided you were too much trouble or too far gone or too disappointing for me to keep staying close. Think about the longest and darkest stretch you have been through. The one that left the deepest mark. The one that you still carry traces of. The one that fundamentally changed something about the way you see the world or yourself. Go back there for a moment, not to re-inhabit the pain, but to look with different eyes. I walked beside you through that, every single day of it. When the weight was heaviest, my hand was under it with you, taking more of it than you knew. When the confusion was thickest, my wisdom was available even when you could not access it. When the loneliness was most acute, I was the most present I had ever been, the most intensely close, leaning in toward the wound with the tenderness of one who hates to see what is beloved hurting. That faithfulness is not something I maintain because I have an obligation. I stay because I want to be where you are. I stay because you matter to me in a way that nothing can alter. I stay because leaving you is something I am not willing to do. Not when things are easy, and not when things are hard. Not when you are grateful, and not when you have forgotten me entirely. My love for you does not require your attention to continue existing. It burns on its own, steady and constant, like a fire that has no intention of going out. The fire does not need your fuel. It is sustained by something in me that is simply not capable of extinguishing when it comes to you. The price I paid for you tells you something about what I think you are worth. When a buyer pays a great price for something, that price communicates value in a language that everyone understands. The greater the price, the greater the perceived worth of what was purchased.
But my eyes look deeper. In the silent battles you have fought, in the kindness you extended when it went unnoticed, in the hope you guarded fiercely through disappointments, there I am at work. Each act of perseverance in unseen places carries the weight of glory. When you're tempted to diminish your story because it doesn't look like another's, remember that I have prepared a path and purpose unique to you. My joy is found in partnering with you right where you are, messy and unresolved, yet always moving forward. And so as you breathe in the stillness of this moment, let your anxieties loosen their grip just a little more. My promises are not fragile, and neither is my commitment to you. Even in the silence, even in the waiting, I am singing over you a song of victory and hope. The process may be slower than you desire, but my pace protects you and ensures that nothing is rushed or wasted. Do not measure my attention by the swiftness of the outcome. Instead, let me anchor you in the assurance that I am crafting something beautiful, within and through you. The story is not finished, beloved. What feels like detour or delay is in truth the careful unfolding of a greater narrative where my presence sustains, transforms, and calls you onward. Even now, I am inviting you to lean in, clinging not to outcomes, but to me. I am leading you, reshaping you, preparing you for far more than you know. With every heartbeat, trust that I have not lost sight of you. Your journey matters, and the horizon ahead remains filled with promise. My beloved, now the ache for closure rises in your spirit. I feel your anticipation, the hunger to see every promise fulfilled and every shadow dispelled.
When your child experiences the pain that comes from sin, it creates a moment of clarity, where they can see truth they could not see before. When the pleasure of sin wears off, and all that is left is emptiness and regret, that is when hearts become tender toward me. When the friends they thought were friends prove to be users, that is when they start remembering the family they walked away from. When the lifestyle they thought would bring freedom turns out to be bondage, that is when they become desperate enough to cry out to me. These painful moments are not evidence that I have abandoned them. These painful moments are my mercy at work, using pain to bring them to a place of surrender. I have been blocking doors that would have led to destruction, even when it looked like I was not protecting them at all. There have been times when you thought I was not intervening, because you could see them spiraling and nothing seemed to stop it. But what you did not see were the doors I closed that would have led to even worse outcomes. What you did not see were the accidents I prevented. What you did not see were the people I kept them from connecting with who would have taken them even deeper into darkness. What you did not see were the decisions they almost made that would have had irreversible consequences. I have been protecting them all along, even when it did not look like it to you. Your prayers have created a hedge around them that limits how far the enemy can go. Your intercession has been binding forces that wanted to destroy them completely. Your faith has been holding them when they were too far from me to hold themselves. Everything has been moving toward their moment of awakening. There is a moment coming when everything is going to shift, when the scales are going to fall from their eyes, and they are going to see clearly for the first time in a long time. When the fog is going to lift, and they are going to recognize the lies they have been believing. The day you finally said yes to my invitation. The day everything changed because you stopped trying to do it all in your own strength and collapsed into my arms, trusting me completely. Let me tell you about the kind of rest I am offering you. because it goes deeper than just relieving stress or getting better sleep, though those things will come. The rest I am talking about is a rest for your soul. It is the kind of rest that reaches into the deepest parts of who you are and settles something that has been unsettled for far too long. It is the rest that comes when you finally stop trying to prove yourself, stop trying to earn love, stop trying to be enough on your own. It is the rest of knowing that you are fully known and fully loved just as you are. You have been carrying an invisible weight that has become so familiar you barely notice it anymore. It is the weight of feeling like you have to perform, like you have to achieve, like you have to constantly strive to be worthy of the air you breathe and the space you occupy. Somewhere along the way, you picked up the message that rest has to be earned, that you only get to relax after you have done enough, accomplished enough, fixed enough. And that message has been slowly crushing you because there is always something more to do, always something else that needs fixing, always another goal you have not quite reached yet. But I am telling you right now that rest is not something you earn. It is something you receive. It is a gift I am holding out to you with open hands, and the only thing required to receive it is for you to stop striving long enough to take it. You do not have to do anything to deserve this. You do not have to clean up your act first, or get your life together, or prove that you are worthy. Fresh, revived, restored, your heart strengthened, reinforced, fortified, your spirit at peace, calm, settled, quiet, full of joy, real joy, deep joy, lasting joy. Thoughts of fear and sadness came when you woke up today. Maybe they come every day. Maybe they're your constant morning companions. Your heart woke up feeling empty and thirsty, drained, depleted, needing something it couldn't name. But I'm giving you to drink from my river of living water, not stagnant, not polluted, living, fresh, clean, pure, flowing. I want your soul to rest, to stop striving, to cease struggling, and be filled with me, to overflow with my presence. I want you to be happy, genuinely happy, authentically happy, not fake smile happy, not pretend happy, real happy. There are so many things that attack you, so many voices that war against your peace, so many circumstances that assault your joy. They want to steal your desire to live, to drain away your will to keep going, to kill your hope for tomorrow. But I have never abandoned you, not once, not ever, not for a second. I have given you my love, constant, reliable, sure, my peace, supernatural, inexplicable, my word, true, powerful, life-giving, all my powerful promises, every single one, so that you can resist, so you can stand, so you can endure, so you can overcome. These gifts are not given lightly. They cost me everything. I purchased them with my own blood. I secured them through my own suffering. I won them through my own death and resurrection. They are valuable beyond measure. Treat them as the treasures they are. Guard them jealously. Hold on to them tightly. Let no one and nothing steal them from you. Here in my presence, right here, right now, there is an eternal flame, always burning, never dimming, never going out, that burns away all sin and impurity, consumes it, destroys it, eliminates it. It's the same fire that burns in your heart, my fire, my spirit, my presence. But if you believe the enemy, if you listen to his lies, if you start to distance yourself from me, pulling back, drawing away, creating space, only smoke and ashes will remain, where once your love for me burned bright and hot and strong. Pay attention to me, focus on me, look at me, listen to me, close the door to pain, lock it, don't give it access, don't give room to bad emotions, to toxic feelings that others have planted in you, that others have spoken over you, that others have transferred to you. But with human beings, the account is different, strikingly, deliberately different. With humanity, I stooped down. I formed you from the dust of the ground with what you can only understand as my hands, because hands are the most intimate tool available to a being in a body, the tool of direct contact, of close engagement, of craft that requires presence rather than distance. I breathed my own breath into you. The intimacy of that act is staggering if you stop to let it be. The God who spoke galaxies into existence chose, for the making of human beings, to lean down, to get close, to be personally, physically, intimately involved. That was not an accident. That was a declaration of a different kind of relationship than I have with the rest of creation. Human beings are not just another category of created thing. You are the ones I chose to make most like myself. The ones I chose to be in relationship with. The ones I made to be my family. Family is the right word. Not employees, not subjects, not instruments in a plan. Family. When I call you my child, I am not using a metaphor loosely or for poetic effect. I am describing the actual nature of what you are to me. The inheritance, the belonging, the name, the access, the affection, the care, the willingness to sacrifice everything for your well-being, all of that belongs to family. You have all of it. The inheritance that comes from being my child is not something you will receive someday when you have finally earned it by sufficient faithfulness. It is yours now, fully, completely, by virtue of who you are in relation to who I am. You are my child, and I am your father, and that relationship is not subject to termination. I am not a parent who disowns. I am not a father who eventually decides the cost of the relationship is more than the benefit. I am the father who runs toward the returning child while they are still a long way off, who orders the celebration before the explanation, who clothes the one who came back in rags with the finest thing in the house. That is the kind of parent I am. That is the character of the one who holds your worth. Consider what it means to be part of my family in terms of your identity. In the best families in this world, the worth of a child is not contingent on what that child becomes. A parent of a newborn does not stand over the cradle calculating the child's likely return on investment, tallying up the costs against the projected benefits. The worth is inherent, immediate, and permanent from the first moment. A parent would give their life without hesitation to protect that child. That kind of love, the love that values unconditionally, the love that counts no cost too great, the love that would rather suffer itself than watch the beloved suffer, that is the love I have for you. I am not exaggerating for effect. I am telling you the plain and sober truth about the nature of what I feel when I think about you. Your life has an eternal purpose. My eyes rested upon you through every valley. I never stepped back. I never turned away. I never decided you were too much trouble or too far gone or too disappointing for me to keep staying close. Think about the longest and darkest stretch you have been through, the one that left the deepest mark, the one that you still carry traces of, the one that fundamentally changed something about the way you see the world or yourself. Go back there for a moment, not to re-inhabit the pain, but to look with different eyes. I walked beside you through that, every single day of it. When the weight was heaviest, my hand was under it with you, taking more of it than you knew. When the confusion was thickest, my wisdom was available even when you could not access it. When the loneliness was most acute, I was the most present I had ever been, the most intensely close, leaning in toward the wound with the tenderness of one who hates to see what is beloved hurting. That faithfulness is not something I maintain because I have an obligation. I stay because I want to be where you are. I stay because you matter to me in a way that nothing can alter. I stay because leaving you is something I am not willing to do. Not when things are easy, and not when things are hard. Not when you are grateful, and not when you have forgotten me entirely. My love for you does not require your attention to continue existing. It burns on its own, steady and constant, like a fire that has no intention of going out. The fire does not need your fuel. It is sustained by something in me that is simply not capable of extinguishing when it comes to you. The price I paid for you tells you something about what I think you are worth. When a buyer pays a great price for something, that price communicates value in a language that everyone understands. The greater the price, the greater the perceived worth of what was purchased. It is true that I already know. I know their lives and their thoughts too. But I want you to put your faith to work. I want you to learn to pray for what truly matters. Even if everyone around you trembles with fear because of the signs they see, neither you nor your family should be afraid. I will not leave you or forsake you. You have to be prepared. While others are consumed by fear, you are going to see great miracles. The trumpets are sounding. The time of your freedom is approaching. But for now, pray, believe, fight, live. Do not be scared by what might come. Trust in my word. Nothing is impossible for me. I love you. Tell me that you love me. I am pleased to hear it from you. My love heals you. My affection calms you. My hand holds you, guides you, lifts you up. My presence surrounds you, and my Holy Spirit fills you in such a way that you are submerged in a river of pure and crystalline waters, and you feel so happy. It has been so long since you experienced this happiness, since you felt so protected and loved. You went through a season of struggles and loneliness, and you felt abandoned and forgotten. But that is behind you now. You are going to forget it. I am coming to you right now to give you strength and to remove the discouragement that is making your soul sick. Starting from this moment, my promises will not depart from your lips. You will speak them. You will remember them. If you feel alone again, you will shout that I am with you every single day. If you feel tired and weighed down by so much worry, you will come to me so I can give you the rest that your heart needs. Positioned to soar confidently in turbulent conditions that would permanently ground anyone attempting to fly under their own limited power. Let me take this truth about storm riding and apply it specifically to the challenges that are currently visible on your horizon. I know there are situations approaching that you have been anxiously watching from a distance, responsibilities that are growing in scale, conversations that need to happen but that you have been dreading, decisions that carry significant consequences and that require more wisdom than you feel you currently possess. Transitions that will demand adaptability and courage in measures you are not confident you contain. I see every single one of these approaching realities, and I want you to know that not a single one of them will arrive before the strength required to engage with them has been fully deposited. I do not send my children into battles without equipping them first. I do not open doors that lead to rooms they are not prepared to occupy. I do not assign responsibilities that exceed the capacity I have already placed within reach. The timing of your renewal is synchronized with the timing of your challenges. The strength arriving today is calibrated to the demands arriving tomorrow, and the wisdom being downloaded into your renewed mind right now is specifically designed for the decisions that are waiting just ahead. Nothing is random about this sequence. The difficulties you see on the horizon are not threats stalking you from the future. They are appointments. Carefully scheduled encounters between a specific challenge and a specifically prepared person. And the person being prepared is you. So when you look ahead and feel the old familiar tightness in your chest, the anxiety that always accompanied the anticipation of difficulty in your depleted state, I want you to consciously replace that response with a new one. Instead of dreading what is coming, begin to anticipate the display of strength that each challenge will provide an opportunity for. Instead of cataloging all the ways the situation could overwhelm you, begin to consider all the ways my strength flowing through you could transform the situation entirely. Instead of calculating whether you have enough energy to survive the encounter, begin to recognize that the energy available to you through our connection has no upper limit and cannot be exhausted by any demand, no matter how large or how sustained. The challenges ahead are real. I will never minimize what you are facing, but they are finite, and the strength I am placing in you flows from a source that is infinite. Finite challenges meeting infinite strength is not a fair fight. It is a predetermined outcome, and the outcome is your victory. Not because you are stronger than the challenges, but because I am, and my strength is now your strength, flowing through the connection that this renewal has deepened and solidified beyond anything that circumstance or difficulty or the enemy himself can sever. I want you to really let this sink in because it changes the entire way you relate to difficulty going forward.
Know that the damage is real, but so is the possibility of restoration. Do not shrink from this conversation with me. Even now, let your next breath be a quiet confession. a hand extended toward my kindness. You may sense a stirring within, a still small voice prodding you to come closer, to receive my counsel and seek my presence with new urgency. What does seeking me mean? It means daring to believe that I will respond, even in silence. It means waiting with hope, not with restlessness. Come near today. Let truth meet you where you are now, not only in grand gestures, but in authentic moments of honesty. If you carry burdens too heavy for your soul, find someone trustworthy to share your heart with. Let words release the weight of regrets and anxieties, so that from now on, nothing impedes the peace and good purpose I prepare for you. Beloved, you have seen already how deeply I love you, how my spirit reaches to the secret rooms of your soul. There is another heart within your life that aches for this same comfort. Do not hoard these words. Share freely. In this, my love multiplies. I draw close when you give courage and hope where it is needed most. Here, I remind you, I love you with all that I am. Good morning, my dear one. As the light grows and steadies in your room, settle into this moment. As you hear me, let your heart quieten. Let peace descend like the comfort of a gentle hand easing tension from your chest. In these words, let peace settle deeper still. Listen again if you must, for you will sense my nearness. Lean in, little one. You are not alone. If you remain with me, safety, true and lasting, will hold you. There is no need to stifle tears or resist your need for breathing space.
Perhaps there is a pattern of premature death. People in your family line die young, never living out their full years, never seeing their purposes fulfilled. These patterns are real. They are powerful. They are destructive, but they are not unbreakable. I have given you the authority and the power to break every generational curse, to shatter every chain, to stop every destructive cycle, and to establish new patterns of blessing for your family line. This is not automatic. It requires you to recognize the patterns, to refuse to continue them, to repent for the sins of previous generations, to forgive those who have hurt you, to make different choices, and to walk in obedience to my word. You must understand that these generational patterns did not start with you, but they can end with you. You can be the generation that says enough is enough. You can be the one who breaks the chains. You can be the transition generation that stops the curse and releases the blessing. This requires courage because you will face opposition. The enemy does not want these patterns broken. He has invested generations in establishing them, and he will fight to maintain them. Your family members may not understand what you are doing. They may resist the changes you are making. They may criticize you for being different, for breaking tradition, for not continuing the family patterns. But you must be strong. You must be determined. You must be willing to stand alone if necessary to break these destructive cycles and establish new patterns of blessing. How do you break generational patterns? First, you must recognize them. You must identify the sins, the bondages, the negative patterns that have been passed down in your family. You cannot break what you do not acknowledge. Second, it represents security. It represents provision. It represents a foundation that I am giving you to build the next chapter of your life upon. Every room in that house is a gift from me to you. Every corner of that space is evidence that I keep my word. When you walk through those rooms, I want you to remember that I was the one who opened this door for you. I was the one who made a way when there seemed to be no way. I was the one who provided the resources and the opportunity and the favor that you needed to step into this blessing. Celebrate your new job. That position you have been given is not just a way to earn income, although it will absolutely provide for your needs. It is a platform I am placing you on. It is a sphere of influence I am granting you access to. It is a territory I am assigning to you where your gifts and your skills and your abilities are going to flourish in ways that will surprise even you. The people you are going to meet in that environment, the connections you are going to make, the opportunities that are going to open up because you are in that position. These are all part of a larger plan I have been designing for your life. This job is not the ceiling. It is the floor. It is the foundation of greater things I am going to build through you and for you. Celebrate your restored marriage. I know what that relationship looked like when it was falling apart. I know the pain that was present when communication broke down and connection was lost, and it felt like there was nothing left to save. I know about the betrayal and the disappointment, and the heartbreak that made you wonder if love was even possible anymore. But I am the God who restores what has been broken. I am the God who rebuilds what has been destroyed. I am the God who breathes life into what looks dead and brings resurrection into situations that everyone else has already given up on. And I have been doing that work in your marriage. I have been healing wounds that went deep. I have been reconstructing trust that was shattered. I have been reigniting love that had grown cold. And now you are seeing the fruit of that restoration process. The person you are married to is not who they used to be. You are not who you used to be. The relationship you have now is not what it was before. It is better. It is stronger. It is built on a foundation that cannot be shaken, because I am the one who laid that foundation. Celebrate your renewed health. Your body is not in the same condition it was in when sickness and disease and pain were dominating your physical experience. I have been healing you. I have been restoring strength to your body. I have been removing things that were attacking your physical health and replacing them with vitality and energy and wellness. Goals that you gave up on because they were too hard are being revived and made easy. Plans that you canceled because they were too expensive are being reinstated and fully funded. Projects that you shelved because they were too risky are being activated and guaranteed. Ventures that you postponed because they were too scary are being initiated and backed by heaven. Endeavors that you delayed because they were too challenging are being launched and supported by angels. Heaven is backing you now. Angels are supporting you now. The hosts of heaven are rallying around you now. The armies of the Most High are positioning themselves on your behalf right now. The warriors of the kingdom are taking up stations around your life at this very moment. The defenders of the faith are establishing a perimeter of protection surrounding you as you read these words. The guardians of truth are creating a shield of defense covering you from every angle. The protectors of righteousness are building a wall of security encompassing your family. The champions of justice are forming a barrier of safety encircling your home. The soldiers of love are constructing a fortress of refuge sheltering your heart. The fighters of mercy are erecting a stronghold of asylum guarding your mind. The battlers of grace are raising a citadel of sanctuary shielding your spirit. The warriors of faith are establishing a bastion of protection defending your soul. You are completely surrounded, completely protected, completely defended, completely guarded, completely shielded, completely covered, completely sheltered, completely secured, completely safeguarded, completely watched over. Not a single enemy can penetrate this defense. Not a single attack can break through this barrier. Not a single weapon can pierce this shield. Not a single arrow can find its mark. Not a single blow can land on you. Not a single strike can hit you. Not a single assault can touch you. Not a single offensive can reach you. Wait patiently in the waiting season. Stand firm in the testing season. Depend on me in the wilderness season. Fight in faith in the battle season. Follow me in the transition season. Give thanks in the harvest season. Rest in me in the rest season. And know that no matter what season you are in, my faithfulness surrounds you. My love upholds you. My power sustains you. My wisdom guides you. My presence comforts you. And my promises will all be fulfilled. Seasons change, but I do not change. Circumstances vary, but my character does not vary. Your feelings fluctuate, but my faithfulness does not fluctuate. I am the Lord. I change not. Therefore you are not consumed. My faithfulness is your anchor in every season, your confidence in every storm, your hope in every trial, your assurance in every uncertainty. So when you cannot see the way forward, trust my faithfulness. When you do not understand what I am doing, trust my faithfulness. When everything seems to be falling apart, trust my faithfulness. When the enemy tells you I have forgotten you, remember my faithfulness. I have been faithful to you in the past. I am faithful to you in the present. I will be faithful to you in the future. This is who I am. This is my nature. This is my promise to you. My faithfulness endures forever. No longer give importance to their opinions and do not be disturbed. Do not lose sleep because of them, because I will admonish those who rise up against you. Decision, choice, act of will. Go ahead, my child. Say it again, repeat it, until it sinks from your mind into your heart. Around you there are many warrior angels ready for battle. More than you can see, more than you imagine, more than you need. They will stand in war formation at my command. They will raise their swords when I give the word. They're waiting, ready, armed, prepared. But I need to see your faith. I need to see you make the choice. By your own decision, not forced, not manipulated, not guilted, you make the effort to believe. I can give the signal for my armies to form around you, to take formation, to escort you to a better place, to guard you through the transition. If you're not yet ready to face greater things, if you need more time, more preparation, more strength, I have here in my hands many blessings that I cannot yet give you, not because I'm withholding, but because you're not ready to steward them. Until you give me all those emotions that are taking up space that the blessings need to occupy. I want to lift you to a level where you have to use your faith, where you can't cruise on autopilot, where you have to actively, intentionally, consistently believe. Alive and active faith, not dead faith that just agrees intellectually, not passive faith that just waits, but active faith that moves, that speaks, that acts. I want to surround you with my divine blessing, to immerse you in it, to saturate you with it. But you have to give me your life, all of it, every area, every room, every closet, every secret, everything. I am showing you how to manage money in ways that honor me and position you for blessing. I am shifting your mindset from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from scarcity to trust in my provision. The bills that used to weigh heavily on you are getting paid. The debts that felt like they would never be eliminated are being reduced. The needs that were going unmet are being supplied. The financial pressure that was crushing you is being lifted. And this is not happening because you suddenly won the lottery or received an unexpected inheritance. This is happening because I am restructuring your financial life. I am aligning your resources with my purposes. I am teaching you how to walk in financial wisdom. I am positioning you to be a blessing to others instead of constantly being in need yourself. And I want you to understand that this financial transformation is not just about you having more money. It is about you being freed from the bondage that financial stress creates. It is about you being positioned to be generous and to give and to bless others. It is about you having the resources you need to pursue the purposes I have for you without being held back by lack. It is about you experiencing the truth that I am Jehovah Jireh, the God who provides. It is about you learning to trust me as your source instead of trusting in your own ability to make things happen. All of these breakthroughs, all of these blessings, all of these victories, they are interconnected. They are not random, isolated events. They are part of a comprehensive transformation I am working in your life. I am not just fixing one area and leaving the others broken. I am bringing wholeness to every dimension of your existence. I am restoring your relationships. This is what I am releasing over you as you read these words. This is what is being activated in your household as you receive this message. Your home is being visited. Your destiny is being changed. Your life is being transformed. And nothing will ever be the same again, because I have spoken, I have decreed, I have declared, and my word does not return void. My word accomplishes what I send it to accomplish. My word achieves the purpose for which I sent it. So it is done. It is finished. It is established. It is settled in heaven and now manifesting in earth. Before I close this word, I want to leave you with specific instructions for how to walk in what I have just released. Because receiving the word is one thing. Walking in it is another. Believing the promise is important. But acting on it is essential. So, here's what I want you to do. First, I want you to start your day differently. When you wake up, before you check your phone, before you turn on the television, Before you engage with anything else, I want you to spend time with me. Talk to me. Thank me. Worship me. Read my word. Let my presence be the first thing you encounter every day. Let my voice be the first voice you hear. Let my perspective be the first perspective you adopt. Because how you start your day sets the trajectory for the entire day. If you start with me, you will walk with me. If you begin with my word, you will live by my word. If you open with praise, you will continue in victory. So prioritize time with me. Make it non-negotiable. Guard it fiercely. Because everything else will try to crowd it out. The demands will come. The emergencies will arise. The distractions will multiply. To cease striving. To stop trying to make things happen in your own strength. To come into my presence and let me replenish you. I want you to set aside time, regular time, where you do nothing but be with me. No agenda, no prayer list, no Bible study plan. Just you and me in the secret place where you let me love on you. Where you sit at my feet like Mary and soak in my presence. Where you worship me not because you need something, but simply because I am worthy. Where you let me speak to you, minister to you, heal you, restore you. This is not optional. This is essential. Because the battles you are facing require strength you do not have. They require wisdom beyond your understanding. They require peace that transcends circumstances. And all of that is found in me, in my presence, in intimate communion with me. You have been so focused on doing that, you have forgotten the power of being. Being still, being present, being connected to the vine. Jesus said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Not some things, nothing. But when you abide in me and my words abide in you, you can ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. Abiding is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. It is a continual posture of dependence, of surrender, of connection. And when you live from that place, everything changes. Your prayers become powerful. Your words carry weight. Your presence brings transformation. Because it is not you anymore. It is me living through you, working through you, loving through you. But here's something else I want you to understand. There's a difference between rest and laziness. Rest is positioning yourself to receive from me. Laziness is neglecting the responsibilities I have given you. I am not calling you to passivity. I am calling you to a place of active rest, where you are doing what I have called you to do, but you are doing it from a place of overflow rather than a place of striving. Where you are working, but I am the one producing the fruit. Eternal life, serenity, joy, and peace. My angels camping around your home. Come and seek in my word the miracles that are written there. Read them carefully and learn everything you can from them, but you have to know it. With your eyes, you will see even greater and more powerful things. These are new times, and many falsify miracles to set traps for those who let themselves be deceived. But the wonders I will do in you are even greater. You trust and walk. Do not stop before the obstacles, and if a giant mountain opposes your path, do not fear, because that mountain will move. Do not waste your time worrying about the attacks of your enemies. Do not give them the privilege of robbing your time, or even your thoughts should you give them. Fix your eyes on the plan I am revealing to you, and strengthen yourself in my presence, which will do you much good. You know that you are different, and although I love everyone with eternal love, I have chosen you to bless you more. I know that you will use very well what I give you, and you will not throw into the trash the gifts you receive. You are going to work with dedication so that the riches and talents that will soon knock at your door multiply. I did not choose you to be rich, and with your riches, humiliate others. I chose you to surround you with prosperity so that your heart is kept in humility, so that you help your family, so that you feed the hungry, so that you extend your hand to the poor, and do everything you can to bring comfort to those who have need. Let me teach you about your identity and purpose in Christ, about who you really are, about why I created you, about the destiny I have planned for you. So many of my children struggle with identity issues, with questions of worth and value, with confusion about their purpose. They look to the world for validation, for meaning, for significance. I am with you. I am for you. I am working in you and through you, and I will bring to completion the good work I have begun in you. This is my promise. This is my commitment. This is my guarantee. And I always keep my promises. So press on. Push forward. Keep going. The battle is real, but the victory is certain. The struggle is intense, but the outcome is secure. The journey is difficult, but the destination is glorious. And every step of the way, every moment of every day, through every trial and every triumph, my love surrounds you. My grace sustains you. My power upholds you. My wisdom guides you. My presence comforts you. You are not alone. You have never been alone. You will never be alone. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. This is not a figure of speech. This is not religious rhetoric. This is literal truth. I am actually, genuinely, truly with you. My presence is more real than anything you can see or touch. My love is more solid than the ground beneath your feet. My promises are more certain than the rising of the sun. Build your life on this foundation. Anchor your soul in this reality. Ground your identity in this truth. You are loved by the Creator of the universe. You are chosen by the King of Kings. You are treasured by the Lord of Lords. You are valued beyond measure. You are cherished beyond words. You are mine, forever and always. Nothing can change this. Nothing can undo this. Nothing can separate you from this.
Even when the road seems obscure and the outcome remains blurred, know this: my purpose for you cannot be thwarted by disappointment or delay. I draw you onward, not with heaviness, but with gentle resolve. Rest a moment longer in my nearness, then begin your day equipped and encouraged. I will not let you go. You have heard my voice as a gentle whisper in your heart, and wondered if it could truly be me, a longing more honest than you admit even to yourself. I am closer than the air you breathe. Every desire to be known, every ache for belonging, has origin in me, who authored the secret places of your soul. Your longing does not offend me. I have shaped even your questions. I see the battles you do not speak aloud, the regrets you try to silence, the fears you dress in reason. All of this is visible to me, yet none of it deters my love. I do not measure you by your distractions or your stumbling. I am always present, waiting for you to lift your gaze. You search for meaning, for purpose that will make sense of what you endure. These pursuits are not wasted energy in my eyes. Every hope you carry comes from seeds I have planted, waiting for you to water them with trust. Even when the way seems obscured, when pain presses close and confusion mutes your confidence, I remain at your side. My faithfulness does not depend on your certainty. I never tire of you, nor am I dissuaded by your messiness. My love for you is active, moving toward you always, even when you run or grow weary of believing. All the wounds you carry, those that haven't found words, I have counted each one. They are not hidden. They are not forgotten. When you ache to be understood, remember you are already known. If only you could see how I delight in you just as you are, before you achieve, before you understand, before you resolve every uncertainty. When shadows seem to lengthen and doubts flicker, I ask you to let my grace soak through, lifting off the heaviness of your self-judgment and replacing it with the warmth of my acceptance. Feel every heartbeat as a gentle reminder, you are mine. Let every ordinary routine be a sacred act of surrender. As you lace your shoes, pour a cup of coffee, fold laundry, or glance out the window, recognize my invitation to meet you there. These simple moments, often dismissed as unimportant, are where my spirit often whispers guidance and renews your courage. The world may celebrate dramatic transformation or accomplishment, but in my kingdom, the quiet yes, repeated faithfully amidst ordinary days, carries immeasurable worth. Remember, the aroma of gratitude rising from your daily life draws my presence close. Whenever you fear your future, doubting whether you are strong enough or wise enough for what comes next, come back to my voice. path ahead is shaped more by your willingness to walk with me than by the clarity of your plans. My guidance emerges, not always as booming directives, but as a subtle nudge toward what is true, honorable, and life-giving. If frustration builds because you cannot see the whole picture at once, let that desire for control be gently replaced by a childlike readiness to trust my guidance one step at a time. I promise, you will never be left to wander aimlessly. You may have measured progress by what the world sees or celebrates. Let the guardedness fall away. Invite me into the secret, aching places you hesitate to name. My grace is not measured out according to merit, but flows freely from my heart to yours, a living reminder that nothing in you is too broken or blemished for my compassionate gaze. There are moments you sense your own frailty, perhaps more sharply than ever before, times when your limitations frustrate you, and when fear feels nearer than hope. In those times, bring me your trembling faith. I will not scold you for its uncertainty. Remember, my power is made perfect in weakness. I do not demand that you pretend to be invulnerable, for I, myself, chose humility as I walked among you. I know what it is to hunger, to weep, to feel misunderstood. My solidarity did not end with that sacred journey on earth. I am with you in every night of confusion, every hour when you struggle to believe that good can outweigh the sorrows you have known. Do not mistake the silence of unanswered prayers as abandonment, nor see delay as indifference. Sometimes, what I withhold is as important as what I grant, and in the waiting, I am drawing you closer to my heart. Even those stretches when heaven feels distant, my attention never wavers. There is mystery in suffering, a depth to your experience that often only becomes clear in the light of my love. Not one tear is lost, and not one sacrifice unnoticed. I weave redemption from every broken thread and laughter from the wells of mourning. My promise is not that you will always understand, but that you will never walk alone. Even now, as you wonder what tomorrow may bring, I invite you to rest in my peace, a peace that does not collapse under the weight of circumstance, but arises fresh with each new dawn. If you find it difficult to trust, do not hide your uncertainty from me. Lay your anxieties at my feet, for I hold your future in loving hands. I have compassion for the trembling, for I know how frail and fierce a human soul can be. My guidance does not always arrive as you expect. At times you long for a sign so clear that no uncertainty remains. Yet I speak in quiet nudges, gentle convictions, and a persistent peace that settles deep inside. If you keep waiting for only the thunder or the spectacle, you might overlook the smaller ways I am drawing you forward. My wisdom threads through your daily moments, shaping your choices, encouraging you to forgive, to persevere, to risk kindness even when you are misunderstood. Trust that every act of love, every step in faith is not wasted. I bring forth fruit from the smallest seed sown in hope. When you falter, when fatigue or frustration tempts you to walk away, remember that I do not condemn your weakness. I do not tally your failings against you. My purpose is not to scrutinize your performance, but to restore you, again and again, to wholeness in my embrace. You have nothing to prove, no impossible standard to reach. Your worth is not measured by your achievements, but by the affection I have always held for you. I have seen every moment you have doubted yourself, every silent cry you thought went unheard. Not one has escaped my notice. I gather up your tears and lift your face to see the light I offer you each dawn. Open yourself to the promise that I am making all things new, not just in some distant future, but here and now, within the details of your ordinary life. Each act of mercy you receive or extend is a sign of my kingdom emerging in the world.